Pasadena Loves YA, or Pasadena Loves YA, which means young adult, is a book festival with about 20 young adult authors. This is our third year. It was created to bring teens and actually everyone who loves YA literature together. It's easier to talk about issues that are happening in books rather than talk about things that may be going on in your own life. So that is a bit of a gateway to having conversations that they may not have had without books.
Pasadena Loves YA is a really great event because they reached out with teens and connect with them, and they get a lot of great authors to come.
I grew up loving specifically YA because I could relate to it so much. And being able to meet these authors and to see how human they are, and they're just like us, and even though we idolize them, they're so cool, and they're continuous inspirations, especially for me.
Becoming who you are. I think that's one of the really great things about young adult is that, it's the first time that you're feeling a lot of things when you're a teenager, right? You're separate from your parents. You're sort of more autonomous. It's the first time that you're falling in love, the first time that you're having big feelings of rage or whatever it is, betrayal, the first time. That's a very fertile ground for an author to want to write about. I like the idea of, in my books, like people figuring out what kind of an adult they want to be, what kind of a human they want to be.
Part of writing is hoping that what you write will connect with somebody else, so it really means a lot when you actually get to meet the reader who's read your book and it's touched them in some way. So that's kind of the awesomeness of actually writing, is connecting with a stranger through a story.
Today I had somebody who came up who really connected with my book in a very emotional way. And, I get teary. Like, it really moves me to know that what I hoped to accomplish, sometimes reaches somebody because I wrote the book that I felt like I needed. And so to see it, resonate with someone who also needed it, it's really meaningful.
Reading is so important, and how, as readers, we have a responsibility as citizens of the world to take that knowledge we get from it and go out and make a difference in our communities.
There's something about, saying hi to somebody on Twitter or on Facebook or reaching out that isn't the same as looking someone in the eye and being like, oh, wait a minute, that person's not that far away from me. And if anybody wants to be a writer or is even just a fan of reading, you can see that it's not like, we're not Oz behind the curtain. We're just, normal people. So it's good to come out and meet us. I just got to hear the keynote speaker, and it was about bullying, and I think that that's a really topical and really useful for teens right now.
I think that the thing with my book is I wrote it as a teenager for other teenagers. So I think that's been really helpful for my readers because they feel like, this girl wrote it when she was in my shoes at my age. And I think that's the power of the book. What's so amazing about Pasadena, this city, and this library is that people are willing to talk about important issues like bullying, and people are willing to have these very inclusive festivals with people from all over. I met people from so many different parts of California, and I think that's really unique because usually it's just from one town or one city, and people are coming from all over the place, and that just shows the power of Pasadena, that it brings people in.